The red sands were never empty, they were a shroud. From the silicate depths of the great glass sea, the UI crystalline collectiving has begun its resonance. They do not possess flesh, nor do they understand the concept of the individual. They are an interconnected lattice of sentient quartz, vibrating with a single harmonious frequency that can shatter steel and turn bone to powder. They do not march for glory, they march to expand the signal. To them, your chaotic, noisy lives are a static that must be tuned. They will consume your cities to build their great prism spires, capturing the sun's light to fuel a global consciousness that knows no sleep and feels no pain. The air is growing sharp, and the horizon is a jagged edge of shifting light. The era of the pulse is fading, the age of the diamond mind has begun. They do not come from the stars, but from the gaps between them. The Void Walker sins have unsealed the rifts in the high atmosphere, descending on wings of folded gravity. They are not creatures of matter, but of absence, living shadows that drink the light and heat of the world to sustain their ethereal forms. To them, your civilizations are merely flickers of warmth in an infinite cold, candles waiting to be snuffed. Their weapons do not cut the skin, they unravel the soul, leaving behind hollow husks that wander the dark in search of a sun that will never rise again. The stars are blinking out, one by one, as the walkers weave a shroud of eternal night across the globe. You cannot fight a shadow, you can only wait for the final cold. The ocean was only the first layer. Deep beneath the crushing weight of the midnight zone, the iron anchorite scene have ignited their steam-forged hearts. They are a civilization of deep-sea castaways who traded their humanity for the pressure-resistant perfection of the machine. Their cities are massive, walking leviathans of rusted iron and glowing brass, rising from the trenches to reclaim the coasts. They do not care for your air or your sunlight. They bring the pressure of the abyss with them, flooding the lowlands with heavy toxic mists to create a new home for their mechanical gods. The sound of the tide has changed. It is no longer the crash of waves, but the rhythmic, metallic clanking of 1,000 anchors being dropped into the heart of your harbors. The deep is rising, and it is made of iron. Close your eyes, and the war is already lost. The E-Dream Stalkers have breached the veil between sleep and waking. They do not carry steel, they carry the shadows of your own regrets, woven into blades of pure terror. To them, your reality is a fragile dream that must be shattered to feed the Void Eater. Their citadels manifest in the fog, built from the architecture of madness and the echoes of forgotten screams. You cannot hide in the light, for the darkness is no longer outside, it is within. They feed on the electricity of the human brain, turning your brightest memories into the fuel for their eternal twilight. The world you know is dissolving into a fever dream, where the walls breathe and the floor is a bottomless pit of grief. Wake up if you can, but the nightmare has already claimed the throne. The wind is not blowing, it is hunting. The Hiero swarm has emerged from the eye of the permanent hurricanes, a billion biomechanical drones governed by a singular high-altitude intelligence. They are the scavengers of the troposphere, designed to harvest the kinetic energy of the living. They do not land, they hover, a shimmering metallic cloud that strips the life from the land in a whirlwind of serrated wings and electrical arcs. To them, your forests are fuel, and your livestock is biomass for the gestation vats in the clouds. The sky has become a ceiling of spinning blades, and the only sound left is the high-pitched scream of the swarm as it descends to harvest the final breath of the world. The ground is no longer safe, the air has turned against you.